Okay, we're recording now.
Okay, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
That's good. This guy Michael, I think his name. Well, it's not Michael. William wanted to join. Let me see if he's available now because he said he might be busy.
Okay. Yeah, my allergies been acting up. That's why I have all these paper towel.
He might not pick up until 2:30.
Why don't we just take a break? Well, my
Yes, he's busy.
Yeah. So,
Can you hear us, Bill?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well, man. Well, yeah. When he gets back, he said he'll listen. He's doing some stuff. But yeah. So how was your week?
Yeah, my week's been good.
That's good. Have you been seeing what's going on in the community?
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid all the drama and everything. Oh, you mean in the Mandela Effect group?
Yeah,
Yeah, I check every now and then.
yeah. It gets crazy every now and then. Yeah. Um, like getting into silly squabbles, little arguments. I don't like, you know.
Yeah, me too. I always try to avoid conflict.
Um, them talking about flat Earth and all that stuff, and if it's round or not. I suggested that we just astral project and find out if it's round or not, instead of just saying, "Well, I think it's this, it's a psyop, it's that." Why don't we go out there and just prove it ourselves?
Yeah, I
You know?
agree. Yeah, I agree. Try to prove it to ourselves. But the people that were successful said it's more like a sphere. Yeah, not a
Yeah,
perfect sphere, but it has sort of like an oval shape because it collided with another planet many
uh,
millions of years ago.
yeah. Tiamat. When Tiamat. No. The name of the planet was Tiamat. It got smashed, and half of it became the asteroid belt, and the other half is what's suspected to be Earth, according to Zachariah Ascension. Yet, however, though, let's talk about Zachariah Ascension. Zachariah, you know who he is?
Yeah, I heard of them.
Okay, well, he's the one who translated the Sumerian Sanskrit and text. And I don't think most people know that his background is that he's an undercover CIA agent and he's also a Freemason. Yeah, so when he's showing the tablet of the quote unquote sun and the planets around it, that really wasn't the sun. Well, the sun being Sol, the center of our solar system now, it wasn't that star. It was Saturn, and it was on Saturn, and it's 12 moons surrounding it. It wasn't the sun called Sol that we know today. Saturn used to be a star. Now it's a dwarf, and kind of find out it's just all Saturn worship. All religions boil down to Saturn worship, and just about. And they surrounded us with evil all around us, like 360, three sixes all around us. And not to mention just 666, also 888. Most people don't know about that. As if 666 was a problem, a big problem already. A is a bigger problem.
Yeah, I know if you rotate 90 degrees, you'll get an infinity symbol.
Yeah.
But what do
Now,
triple eight stands for?
say again.
What do the triple eight stands for?
Um, basically evil. How 666 is supposed to be the number of this Satan or this beast. 888 is supposed to be the number for evil. Uh, I guess you could say evil incarnate. Hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, everyone knows about triple six as being evil. I didn't know that triple eight was evil incarnate. That's a new one on me.
Yeah, it's think of like evil concentrated. I'm gonna pull it up right now and read it for you.
They kept us in the dark about a whole lot of stuff.
I'm going up Google now while on Skype. Yeah, I'm real stupid. Okay, according to Hebrew, 888 is supposed to be evil or anything bad. And it's the verb transliteration of it is because you really can't translate it. There's no way you can literally translate it into English because there's no letter or sound for it. It's a transliteration of it, and it transliterates into the word beesh, Beeesh, or shall I say yesh, really. To be evil, bad, distressed, and without hands.
That's something. Like they've taken all our power away from us and used it against us.
Well, well, yeah. They did a lot to us.
And they inverted a whole lot of stuff and use it for their nefarious purposes.
Yeah.
But the triple H, that's a new one on me. Thank you for telling me.
No problem. If if 666 was supposed to be on the West Coast, 888 is on the East Coast. Right? I mean, East rather. I guess you can say like there's always another side to it.
Yeah, I read somewhere, I'm not sure how accurate this is, that 9 is a number of creativity or something, or completion.
Yeah, finality.
But they turned the 9 upside down and made it a 6.
Yeah, 9 is supposed to be a number of finality because there's technically no number after 9. The number cycle just repeats itself. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know? Any number after 9 is just an addition to that.
Yeah, I heard that 11 is a number of mastery.
Yeah, 13 is supposed to be a number of rebellion.
Yeah, certain numbers you keep adding until you get a single digit, but with the exception of 11 and 13, like you said.
Yeah.
And they say stay away from numerology. It's the work of the devil. No, it's not. They want to keep you ignorant.
That's the basic gist of this. Keep them ignorant. Yet, they kept us ignorant for so long to the point where we can't fight on a physical level. We have to fight them on a spiritual level. A lot of changes have to be made.
Yeah, enough of
Yeah,
us.
they'll still have to.
Yeah, enough of us gotta find out who and what we really are and stand in that power and that truth and take it back.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been finding out a lot of stuff lately about Saturn, how deeper it goes. Apparently, there's interdimensional connection or inter-universal, anti-multiverse connection there, and apparently, I guess the sound is coming from another dimension through Saturn. The
Yeah,
bottom of the bottom of Saturn, the south pole looks like an eye. The north pole has a hex in it and a pentagram in it. You ever wonder why they have the eye glowing? All right. Well, for one, they have the eye there because the south pole of Saturn looks like an eye. One, two. If you was to look at Saturn during a solar eclipse, at a certain point, it looks just like a glowing eye. So it's all Saturn worship. The Masons straight up worship Saturn. Illuminati straight up worship Saturn. But they don't hide it from each other. They hide it from the common folk, and they disguise it in the form of religion. And they'll destroy that religion and present them their true religion, the worship of Saturn. And people will eat it all up. But hey, everybody's free to believe whatever they choose to believe.
yeah, I hit a brick wall with religion, metaphorically speaking. And that's what woke me up. I had to hit rock hard bottom.
What happened? So on another note, what improvements you look to make?
Say it one more time.
What improvements do you make?
One, I got the courage to stand in my own truth, my own beliefs. Things that I found are being valid that no longer serve me, I got rid of.
Sure.
Now I'm trying to look for like-minded people that's on a similar energetic vibrational frequency that's the sound that I'm on.
That's good. You always look for other people. Excuse me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching YouTube videos last night about Saturn and everything. The History Channel. And they saying scientists are baffled. They don't know why that hexagon is up there, that cube is up there, and that pentagram is there. They know why it's there. They just don't want to tell us directly. They give little tiny hints and clues of what's there, but they won't tell you why it's there. They just claim they don't know.
Yeah. And all these people that say all of NASA's photos are fake, that's not the picture of Earth, and I don't know how to get that. These, maybe in one timeline Earth was flat, but Not in mind.
Your Earth
Yeah,
has been through so many changes.
yeah, it has. We're not saying timeline anymore. Not saying existence anymore. And I did more research on this black hole opening, and the more research I'm doing it, the more it looks real. It looks like we have 3 years. 3 years to shut down all the large hadron colliders. 3 years, or all of humanity is gone, including the inner Earth people.
Wow.
Um, yeah, we got a ton of work to do. And after we shut down all that stuff, we still got to think about Nibiru coming through.
But it can end like this, though.
It's not that we're to worry about it. It's just we're to do something about it. You can't just sit on our asses and just be like, oh, there's nothing we can do. Nah, we got to find a way to stop it. It's just an opportunity to do something impossible. That's all.
You wonder if enough people meditate, whatever, and send their energy to sort of nullify those effects. If like 4 or 5 billion people, would that work?
Say it again.
If 4 or 5 billion people just meditate and send positive energy towards that negative thing that's headed towards us in 3 years, could it nullify it and neutralize
Uh,
it?
it'll probably stop it for another 3 years. We need to totally shut down the Large Hadron Collider and get rid of it altogether. That's the only way this black hole is not going to come to fruition. It's the only way.
Yeah, the thing now is how.
We got to do it ourselves. We can't go to court and be like, oh, it needs to be shut down. Okay, they'll send it, say like we win the case. They'll send the court to shut it down. They're just going to secretly operate it like they've normally been doing anyway. They're not going to really shut it down.
Yeah, I wonder, is it possible to do from the astral realms?
Yes, it is. The day before, they shut it down temporarily. Oh, Bill's listening. Cool. Yeah, so we got it could definitely be done. I'm talking about the complete shutdown of the Large Hadron Collider, all of them. And I'm talking about the secret ones too, and we can find them.
You would need some good astral projectors to go out there and shut that down.
Well, they shut it down before, but they were able to start it back up. I'm talking about the complete shutdown. Like, they cannot build it again. I'm talking about some Mission Impossible stuff. And it's the only way. I'm not even just talking about just the Hadron Collider. There's just so many things that we have to deal with after the Large Hadron Collider, after Nibiru. We got to deal with the negative ETs. We got to deal with the negative aliens. Like, and there's a difference between aliens and ETs. Extraterrestrials and ETs. Let me explain. Do you know the difference between aliens and ETs?
Yeah, I believe the extraterrestrials are already on Earth, whatever. They just exist in other dimensions.
Okay, you're touching it. ETs are from not from this universe, basically. They're from a different universe, different timeline, different dimension altogether. That makes them extraterrestrial. Aliens are just simply from this universe, from this timeline, from this dimension, from a different planet. That's what an alien is. What's the difference between alien and extraterrestrials?
Okay.
So we have our hands and work cut out for us, and we can. If every single human being on Earth was to wake up right now, we can win the war in the next minute or so. We can expel all the negative ETs, all the negative aliens, shut down the LHC, and get rid of all of them in a matter of minutes, maybe even in instants. That's how weak they are, and that's how powerful we are.
Yeah, I've been saying that people don't realize how powerful that we really and truly are. We've been taught that we're born sinners, that we
Yeah,
need Jesus, that Jesus is going to come back and rescue us.
yeah, and take care of the problem for us. We don't have to do anything. Just sit on your ass and do nothing. Wait for Jesus. Oh my goodness. You gotta wait for Massa.
That we're the Christ and the gods we've been waiting for to save us. Yeah, some people are waking up, but they're becoming atheists. They're throwing the baby in the bathwater out altogether.
Yeah, because they're still caught in Saturn's signal. Like Saturn's signal is OD. The illusion it is so huge. The illusion upon illusion upon illusion. They discover one illusion just to fall into another illusion. And then they find out they fall in another illusion, they come out that other illusion. Like to really be awake in these kind of times is a miracle.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't throw the whole thing out the window. I just sort of held on to it, but saw it having a different, higher meaning, an esoteric meaning.
Yeah, they throw out the baby in the bathwater. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
I
I'm
just
still here.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here, Randy.
Okay.
Hi, what's up? Cool?
Yeah, I held on to the belief of the possibility that the Bible was influenced by extraterrestrials, most of it.
I'm gonna put it back.
Like the Anunnaki toyed with Moses and the Hebrews for 40 years in the wilderness.
Yeah, I mean, they just have a way of mind control.
And I believe it's the Tower of Babel or Babylon they tried to build to the heavens. And they say God changed the people's languages. This was extraterrestrial
Yeah, that one.
influences.
Yeah, they confounded their language from the fourth and fifth dimension.
There is some people that honestly believe that two people in a garden full of trees, because of one got tricked by a talking snake, is the reason why the world is the way it is today. There's some people that still believe that.
It happens, you know.
But that
When you
no
second
longer.
Genesis,
Yeah.
when
But
you
that.
guys Genesis, it's just a cover story of other stories. It's a plagiarism of other stories.
Yeah, but that no longer sat with me. In 2010, it stopped sitting right with me. All because of two people that were suffering. I said, yeah, right. That has a higher meaning than what we're being told. than just a linear cardinal interpretation of that.
Yeah, yeah. With this whole Mandela effect, um, it's just it put things in different perspective. It changes a lot of things. Like, um, Harry Houdini didn't die in a magic accident in a magic trick accident. He actually died of old age or cancer or something like that. Like it's when you look at the facts and people don't want to see it gets to the point where it's like they know that they're being deceived, yet they've been deceived for so long that they can't imagine carrying on the weight and burden of them being deceived. They don't want to face the fact that, well, I'm being lied to. I don't know what things really are. They don't want to take out the time to educate themselves because Saturn has them.
Yeah, I heard of Houdini that he died while performing a magic trick. Now in this
Yeah,
timeline, he died of cancer or something.
yep.
That's crazy. And somebody posted in a Mandela Effect group that they said from their timeline, where they came from, the Titanic was hit by a submarine. That that timeline we remember it struck an iceberg.
Yeah.
I even got the audiobook of somebody that was reincarnated from the Titanic and said it was an iceberg.
Well, in their timeline, another timeline, they were sucked by a submarine.
All these parallel Earths. There are an infinite number of Earths.
Yeah, not well. Now there is. Yeah,
So any event that happens here is happening in a parallel Earth, but slightly different.
different.
They tell you the truth in the cartoons. You know how people get sucked into a different world and they meet themselves, but a alternate version of themselves that's slightly different, or things are flip flop with their siblings.
Yeah.
All this stuff we've been seeing is not real. It's just cartoon. It's not real. It's not real. And 9 times out of 10, there is some truth to it. Although dragons once existed here, but not no more. But they still exist in their
But
own
actually,
dimension.
still exist. Some of them are still here. Some dragons are here. A dragon's been caught on tape.
Yeah, I saw the YouTube videos. And there are rattlesnakes within my vicinity now. In the woods in the wooded areas. That
Wait,
was
there's rattlesnakes where you live now?
far as major open parks, whatever.
Wait,
Not
hold on. There's rattlesnakes where you live now?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not the community parks, but wide open parks. And that was
Anyone got bit yet?
not yet, but people saw them and avoided them and got away just in time. But that was unheard of. Rattlesnakes
You live in Chicago, right?
on Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought Chicago. Philadelphia. You live in
Yeah.
Philadelphia. What are rattlesnakes doing in Philadelphia?
And last summer, what was it? A bear or something? Or earlier this year, a bear was spotted in a wooded area.
Okay, a bear, okay, but a rattlesnake
Yeah.
in Philadelphia? Come on.
You might I think that they're dropping them from the planes on purpose.
No. In this timeline, it's different. In the timeline we're from. That's all.
Man, I can't imagine that people hiking along the trail by a stream and you see a huge rattlesnake out of nowhere. Or hear one.
Some people hear a rattlesnake and just ignore it because they're from a different timeline where there's no rattlesnakes in Philadelphia. And they're gonna hear it. I'm like, that sounds like a rattlesnake. But there's no rattlesnakes in Philadelphia. They're gonna walk past it and get bit.
That would literally scare the shit out of me. I know what a rattlesnake sounds like. Just hearing that rattle, I will haul ass. Cause I'm scary like that.
Huh.
And my other aunt, she said she wondered why all these animals coming out. She said something's going on. She said strange animals you never seen in this city. They're all coming out. They're coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, technically they were here first before they were put in a zoo and everything.
Oh yeah, they were. I don't know why. It makes no sense to put animals in the zoo like that. Unless they're an endangered species, why put them in the zoo?
And also wonder what happened to the bumblebees.
Well, they're being killed off by the pesticides and all that.
The pesticides they're spraying in the air.
Yep, they're getting killed by that.
Yeah, the past few summers, with the exception of last summer, I haven't seen not one bumblebee in years. Except for that one that I saw last year. But come to think of it, the last time I saw a bumblebee was like 2008. So 7 years if you count last year where I saw just that one.
Uh, Bumblebees die, they're gonna have a lot of problems.
Yeah, because they help produce honey and everything that help pollinate the flowers and everything so they can produce fruit. The trees produce fruit and everything. And I barely seen any. And I barely seen any fireflies.
Hmm.
And I live across the street from a community park.
Here's something interesting. Um, you ever watch The Simpsons?
Yeah.
You know, Homer Simpson, right? Father of Bart Simpson, and basically he was working at a large hadron collider. He created a black hole there. They created a black hole in a large hadron collider. This is on The Simpsons. And The Simpsons is notorious for saying things that they are going to do or have been doing. So yeah, LHC needs to be shut down. And I don't think the community is paying attention enough. Like I'm talking about the group that is the parallel dimension Mandela effect group. People don't have to. We don't have to come to the conference call. They don't have to. It's their free will. Yet, however, within these conversations that we are discussing ideas for us to win this war. Everyone on the site is basically just talking about the Mandela effect that they see. We should start talking of ways to win this war.
Yeah, 'cause I often wonder what's going on outside of our visible light spectrum.
Yes, we can find out with our astral body and our astral eyes, our spiritual eye. Yeah, like I said, we can't anyone to have ideas in terms of how to win this war, how to live. You know,
Yeah.
they're just simply talking about Mandela effect, Mandela effect. I saw this, I see this. How can we prove this? How can we prove that? Why are we trying to prove Mandela effect when we can simply try to find ways to win this and stop all this? We have been just pointing fingers and looking and viewing at evidence. We haven't been doing anything to stop it. Meditating for peace is cool. Okay, that's nice. When are we going to make some power moves to stop these people from doing what they're doing? David X says, "Okay, let's not comply." Okay, that's not that's a start. Yet further down the road, when you look at him not complying, it's the same as doing nothing. Because at the moment, we're not complying with him. Okay, that's nice. What do we want to do next? What do we want to do for ourselves? So I really do not think that people in the community is really thinking the war because they're just looking at exposing people. Okay, you expose people, but you cannot expose the spiritual. That's something that you cannot see. You can't expose that. That's something you got to go see for yourself. And that's when it boils down to self belief system, self knowledge. We got to do something. The finger.
Yeah, 'cause there's more things going on in the spirit realm than it is here in the physical. It happens out there first and it manifests here.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a few ideas here. All I really need is a few strong individuals. I don't need thousands of people. All I need is a few strong individuals, and we can win this war with just a few strong individuals. It's going to be unprecedented.
If I knew where this machine was, I'd be willing to try.
You know where the main machine is? Sweden.
Okay.
Give me a quick second. I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. Oh, I also want to take out the time to thank all the very few listeners that actually listen to us. Take out the time to listen to us because y'all few are going to make the difference in this war. We don't need thousands and millions of people to win this because this is a spiritual war, and we're going to win this with spirit. When it comes to spirit, you don't need numbers. You just spirit. You just need to know what you're doing. So I'm not focused on numbers. I'm focused on like-minded and like-strong individuals. I'd rather have $1 than 100 pennies.
Yeah, same here.
Money is $1. Sure.
Yeah, I wonder what would happen if we were to broadcast something at a higher frequency to cancel out Saturn's frequency.
It will have to be a constant.
Just to sort of deprogram humanity, get them to wake up, to see that they've been deceived, and then to help them think for
Yeah.
themselves.
Well, most people are slave-minded. They don't want to think for themselves. They need someone to tell them what to do and think for them. The slave that thinks for themselves gets beaten. They have a hard life, so to speak. They run away, sometimes get caught, and get beaten for getting caught. Sometimes even killed.
Yeah,
You know?
it's so hard.
And honestly, I feel like this Mandela effect happened not by accident, yet intentional, for the simple fact to simply distract us. So we can just pay attention to all these signs and, oh, we're not in our own world, in the world we used to be. So what? It doesn't change the fact that we still have to win this war. It doesn't change the fact that we have to concentrate and focus on specific things to get things done. We have to get things done. We can't be sitting here talking about Mandela effect. I'm here doing my best to make sure and see that we actually do things to win this war. Actually be effective in what we're doing and saying.
Yeah, I know that there's a deeper agenda under this Mandela effect.
Yeah. I mean, it's there to be noticed. At the same time, we gotta notice more important things.
Yeah, 'cause I shown some people that had no idea of what's going on around them, and they had their mind blown when I showed them different Bible verses. Yeah, I showed them the King James version, and then a new international version that was closer, somewhat closer to the truth of what I remember. But I told them all in all of the Bibles have been affected by this. And I said there are more changes yet to come.
Yeah.
Like that person couldn't speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad that my mind and my soul were just strong enough to break free and learn to start thinking for myself.
Or perhaps you were just never under the spell. You were just asleep.
Yeah,
These people are asleep and under the spell. So if they quote unquote wake up, the spell is going to catch them. Just that simple.
because I was somewhat immune to Christianity just by reading the first 2, 3 chapters of Genesis. It just wasn't sitting right with me. How is everything's all good and all perfect, but yet one person messed it up? Well, it was a test. Why put that tree there to begin with? If God is omniscient, all knowing, and if he knew they was going to eat that tree and mess everything up, why put it there to begin with?
Yeah. Why put it? Yeah. Why have to go through this whole Jesus thing? Why? Why have to be so hurt because you send your only begotten son? When from the get go, you could have just made everything perfect from the beginning. Perfect balance from the beginning. Makes no sense to me. You're possible. You're capable of every single thing there is. So why couldn't you just make a world that's perfect and that will never fuck up? Why? I tell you why. Because that God in the Bible is actually a being that makes mistakes just like us. He's a fuck up. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Anu is a fuck up. He's a tyrant. Straight up and down. It's fucked up. There's no getting around it.
And some people defend that. One person said that that your God of the Old Testament of the Christian Bible is just like a Charles Manson, a Hitler. Then they say, "Oh no, he's not. No, he's not. He gave us free will. Not when he's telling people to kill and slay innocent women, children, and men and everything, and leave nothing. Take their cattle, take their land."
Yeah, kill everyone, even the cattle, including the dogs and the pets, and just take the land. Wait, what? Just committed genocide. And y'all down, and y'all okay with it. Like, okay, if God said it, we're supposed to do it. But then he just say, thou shalt not kill. Right that he said, thou shalt not kill. You're only that you're killing, you're committing genocide. You're just wiping out an entire generation of people that will no longer exist. Their genealogy has been moved from the genome, has been removed from creation. How do you do that? Why do that? Why listen to that? Somebody tell me to kill an entire generation of people. I'm not doing it.
And there are people nowadays that are hearing voices. They claim that God or Allah told them to do this or do that. And people think they're skits, and I don't believe they're skits, and I believe it's those interdimensional beings that are messing with them.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But there are gonna be some beings that's gonna come to people that's gonna present themselves as Jesus. I mean, as Jesus or God. What are they
Yeah,
gonna do? What are they gonna do then? They never seen a true face of Jesus, so how would they know what he looked like?
yeah. This one lady took a picture of Manuel, Ben Joseph, the real Jesus. And of course, he never said I was God or the Son of God. He was a man just like every one of us, just like one of us, just that he was awakened and he was able to step into his awakened state, stepping into his Christ body.
Yeah, how was she able to get his picture?
What happened was this one lady was just walking around and an alien approached her and said, "Come quick with the camera, take a picture right here. You're gonna experience something very rare and very awesome that you don't want to miss." Some to that extent. She takes a picture and she looks for the alien. The alien being is gone. Mind you, when she takes a picture, there's nothing there. But when she takes a picture and develops it, she sees a picture of Jesus, or rather Manuel ben Joseph, and his uncle Joseph, and his brothers Simon Peter and James. And they have this look on their face like they're sad, because that was when he decided to go back to Jerusalem, and they knew that they were going to kill him if he went back. But they didn't kill him, by the way. What happened was, while he was on the cross, they thought he was dead, but his heart rate and his breathing rate was just so low it wasn't noticeable. But a good friend of his was paying attention, so that he was still alive, and decided to say to Pontius Pilate, "Well, let me take the body down, let me bury him now before the Sabbath or whatever." So he takes him down, and they were able to heal him and bring him back to life.
So that's how the resurrection occurred.
Yeah, he wasn't dead. He was very close to death. He wasn't dead. So when he comes back, people don't have knowledge of the science and medicine like he did, and the people that he knew, because there was people from India that he knew that came over through a secret passage into the tomb to heal him, and he walked out through the secret passage that no one knows about. So yeah, so Manuel existed. He never said he was the son of God, and he even spoke of creation and man's purpose, and it speaks volumes. And the thing about it is, after this book was discovered, the Pope, the Archdiocese, the Vatican, said that they're not going to release the book to the public at all. The question was why. People believe it or make it have a impact on people. They already believe in Jesus. So here you go. You have their responses. They already believe in Jesus. That statement automatically implies, that they made up every single thing that they said about religion. They already believe, meaning that, okay, there's a possibility now they not believe it because it's a lie. And here we are, they believe it, and you have religion. I wonder if most Muslims know that they really worship in Saturn. I wonder if Muslims know Muhammad wasn't spelled with a D, it was spelled with a T, and he was a white man. Not that it really matters. Just saying that he was a white man. Like they're just going around acting like he's black, but he's not. He's white. It's the same as whitewashing Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Like people say, it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does matter. Are you going to whitewash Malcolm X and Martin Luther King? No. Would you blackwash JFK? Would you blackwash George Washington? No. So why would you whitewash a historical figure?
Yeah, I
So like,
understand that.
yeah, right is right, wrong is wrong. Doesn't matter what the skin color is. But if you're gonna call out skin color, call it out for what it is. So my next question is, how can we at least get the community to even just listen just a little bit? We don't have to agree with everything, but to just listen.
We could just present our own unique ideas. Yeah, most of us are over 18. We should be civil enough to be able to do it, to listen and agree to disagree on things without fighting and bickering.
Yeah, true. Yet, I come to find most people I don't think people really want to conversate with each other or really get to know each other because I put up we're gonna do a Skype conference and nobody responds. Only the usual people. I'm happy for the usual people. Yeah, most people don't respond to it. It's either buried under and people don't see it, or they're looking at it, well, I don't want to do Skype.
And some are probably shy.
Man, they can be shy. They don't have to necessarily talk. They can just be on the conversation and listen.
Because when I first started Skyping with people back in 2007 and 2008, I was real shy.
It happens.
But I eventually loosened up a little bit. It's because of my troubled past. I was called a whole lot of names as I was growing up, and I had low self-esteem.
Yeah, these things happen.
So you said this main machine of CERN is in Sweden?
Yeah, the biggest one is in Sweden.
Yeah, I wonder if I set my intentions on going there astrally if I go to sleep. I could probably go ahead and try to deactivate it or something for good.
You try. Um, I mean, personally, if I was them, I would have a psychic team set up so stuff like that won't happen again. Yeah, please do it. Oh, you can read the messages, Randy. He's sending us messages on the bottom. If you didn't notice.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, he
Okay.
said LOL, please.
Yeah. Um. Yes, we're working on it. I mean, it's been shut down before, right? Now, when I was talking about the black hole opening up, and matter of fact, I wonder. Let me go to YouTube right now and let me see if you can hear this. Because if you can hear this, it'll be great.
Okay.
Um, because it was a letter about how the doctor killed himself because of the things that were going on, and he basically sent a ferret in to shut down a large hadron collider for when they was going to do the experiment on the day where the black hole was going to form. He stopped it for 3 years. Hopefully, you can hear this. But he said it was on April 29th. He said if you seen the news that a ferret or a weasel stopped the Large Hadron Collider in Sweden from operating one day, that means that we have another 3 years. I looked it up. Sure enough, and I'm pulling on YouTube now. 2020. Here we go. I have YouTube up. Go to my like videos. YouTube gets on my damn nerves with these freaking ads. You know that? Like, if I wanted to watch an ad, I put it in a damn search engine. Why the hell are you sending me an ad? This is YouTube, damn it. Like, I can watch what the hell I want to watch. Like, why are you
Yeah.
sending me these ads? If I want to watch an advertisement, I'll type it in the search engine. All right, let me know if you can hear this. Here we go. Freaking ad. You hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it very slightly.
You hear it?
No, I'm sorry. No, I can't hear it. You could just send me the link and I can paste it in the description section of the video.
Okay. I can do that right now. All right, in the box.
Yeah, I see it.
Hear it?
No. I wonder if I try playing it on my end, would it work?
All right, try to play.
Billionaire Tom Steyer is throwing his money around to buy powerful.
Oh, it's playing on our outside speaker.
You
But
can
can y'all
turn it
hear
up.
it though? Yeah, I don't want to disturb my company though. It's okay.
Well,
I could paste the video link in the description.
okay. Um. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn my TV volume up. Hold on.
Okay.
one view, one blade, in one go.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
2016. A CERN researcher was found dead in his office from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The renowned scientist had been researching what he called a hidden code of sorts in the movement of neutrinos from the north to the south magnetic poles. His colleagues said he hadn't slept for days after he allegedly gave up on his research. He shut himself after a couple days of not appearing in his lab or at his regular appointments. His fate was discovered. He had burned all of his research in his trash bin, and his computer had been wiped of all data except one text
Can you hear it clearly?
Yes, I can hear it clear.
Okay.
file. Upon discovery, the document was classified but has since been leaked to the public by someone of yet unknown origin. It is assumed to be the final product of his research. This is a transcript of said document. Then I have failed. The LHC at CERN is capable of far more than they tell the public. Two of the most impressive experiments that has taken place at CERN. We have found a way to look at people, places, and things much like looking in a mirror. We have decoded part of the mysteries of time travel. A person can jump, as they call it, to another person or object in time. We have also found out that we can't stop something that has happened or will happen, only delay the event. Each delay pushes an event forward for 3 years. Ask me why 3 years. Everything happens in threes. On April 29, 2016, the Large Hadron Collider was about to increase their power so high a high-energy collision inside the LHC would have created the first experimental evidence of Hawking radiation, the only radiation predicted to be emitted from a black hole's event horizon. 2 days later, a supermassive black hole formed. 3 days later, the Earth was gone. I saw this happen in the mirror. I thought of my family, my friends, then I decided I needed to do something to save them. Earlier this year, a friend of the family gave me a grown offspring of Felicia the ferret, who is somewhat of a low-key celebrity in the physics community. Was used to help physicists clean 300-foot pipes in particle accelerators at Fermilab, a particle physics laboratory in Illinois. Felicia. So my friends, if this worked, a headline should read, "The most powerful machine on Earth was just halted by a tiny weasel. You should have another 3 years." Now I leave, but I also leave you with this.
Alright, you heard that?
Yeah.
Alright. And this is what happened. This is what happened. The particle physicists there, they're able to see into time, not just go into time, but see time, like see events happening and actually prevent them or prolong them. He's seen what they were doing on that specific date, decided to send Felicia the ferret in there to stop them from performing the experiment. Now, it only prolonged it for about 3 years. And I looked this article up. I went to Google and I typed in ferret stops LHC. First thing that pops up, ferret stops LHC. April 29, 2016. Every single document was saying the same thing. April 29, 2016. Ferret stops Large Hadron Collider. All right. So it seems legit. It seems legit. All right. So we have 3 years. We got to shut this thing down. And we got to shut it down. So they find Hawking radiation, a black hole develops, and a supermassive black hole develops. So there goes our solar system, not just Earth, our solar system. I mean, look on the bright side. At least Saturn will be gone.
Yeah.
Saturn will be gone. But we don't want that because we'll be going with it.
I wonder where will our spirits go? I know our bodies will be going and done for, but where will we go as spirits?
I have no freaking idea. And I don't want to die by black hole. We're probably stuck in the void. I'm not trying to have that. So we need to not just shut this down. We need to get rid of it. altogether.
Y-
And that's
Yeah, being stuck in a void, suspended in darkness for an unknown period of time, that's a no-no.
no, just for 1 second alone in the void is enough to change a person's life forever. 1 second. And
Except
you'll
for the
be lucky
bus.
to live that 1 second if you don't die from freaking fear.
But spirit can't die though.
Yeah, true. Your spirit, your soul shard? Hmm. All right. Energy is infinite. True. Yet, however, your soul can get lost. Like your soul, I'm talking about your soul shard be permanently destroyed. Like taken out of existence. Like you're eliminated from the existence of creation.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Andrew Bartiz made a comment about that. He made a comment about that. So I'll say our first objective on the list as warriors is shut down LHC, not CERN. LHC, because we could shut down CERN, but it won't shut down the LHC. They'll just find someone to operate it. That's it. So we shut down the actual hardware, not the people that run it. Or we could just turn the LHC to a big ghost ground. Just send a whole bunch of ghosts over there and make sure it stays haunted and no one ever works there.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
But when we're asleep, we do a whole lot of work on the astral planes. We just don't remember upon waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also heard that our cosmic ancestors, that they're around, that they're trying to help us.
Yeah, some of them. And the Earth people trying to help us too.
But I thought the good people are supposed to win this. It can't end like this.
Hey, good people die too. Good people fail too. That's it.
They've been missing where they shouldn't have been missing.
Yeah. And they're observing stuff they shouldn't be observing. Touching things they shouldn't be touching. And they're gonna create a black hole and destroy us all. That's what Stephen Hawking said. Look, don't do the LHC. You're gonna create a black hole. What's wrong with you? Sure enough, it happened.
And where are they going to go? They're not the least bit concerned or afraid.
They don't care. They just want power. More power.
Yeah, this whole solar system goes. How they gonna get that power then? We're wiped out of existence altogether.
Hey man, they'll find a way to take over something else. Remember, they're ETs now. Interdimensional. They won't get sucked up, most likely.
Oh yeah, they won't. I'm talking about us that are still
Yeah, I
human.
know. We just need to make sure it doesn't happen. That's all. Not prolong it. Make sure it doesn't happen. Period. Yeah, by doing that, it might affect the timeline, but oh well, we are not gonna get sucked up by this black hole. We got all together.
Yeah, I'd rather take 2 or 3 more timeline jumps than to have everything sucked out of existence into a black hole. On this part of the solar system, the universe anyway.
Yeah. So what's up for the week?
Just the same old, same old. It's too hot for me to be doing anything. If the weather wasn't too hot, I normally go on strolls around my neighborhood in my power chair.
Okay. I'm gonna be training all week as usual.
Oh yeah, how's the training coming along?
It's going good. Speaking of which, I got to start a fundraiser. I got to raise 1,000. Well, I don't necessarily have to. I'm trying to raise $1,000 so my promoter can get back to America because he's stranded in Africa.
Oh man.
Yep. So I'm gonna do a GoFundMe fundraiser so he can get back to America. Need to raise about 1,100 to be on the safe side. So I don't need that. Hopefully, people will donate and send funds really quick, so I can get a fight already, so I can make money. Yeah, but I have some stuff I have to do, and I'm gonna catch you later, Randy. It's good talking.
Okay, same here. See you later, sir.
All right, see you later, and send me the recording.
Okay, I will.
All right, later.
Alright, later.